Spiritual vigilance. Brothers and sisters, just as our ancestors protected pilgrims from the dangers of the world, today we are called to a new kind of battle, the vigilance of our own souls. But what does it truly mean to be spiritually vigilant? Do we really understand the dangers that threaten our faith? Today's enemies do not wield swords. They disguise themselves as distractions, temptations, and doubts that weaken our spiritual strength. We live in a world where faith is constantly challenged. Modern society offers us easy paths, effortless comfort, distorted truths. And little by little, if we are not watchful, we drift away from the purpose we were called to fulfill. Spiritual vigilance is not just about avoiding sin. It's about recognizing the traps that divert us from the right path. Just as the Templars built fortresses to defend Christian lands, we must build fortresses within ourselves. And how do we do this? The answer lies in discipline. Through daily prayer, reading the scriptures, and remaining in communion with Christ, we become unshakable in the face of trials. A vigilant soul is always on guard. It does not allow itself to fall into the trap of spiritual laziness or the illusions the world presents. Each of us is a watchtower. Our mission is not only to protect our own faith, but also to be beacons for those lost in darkness. We must illuminate the dark paths, guide those who waver, and point to the cross, our eternal stronghold. Let us remember the words of Jesus. Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Matthew 26:41. This weakness of the flesh is the doorway through which the enemy enters. That is why prayer must never be neglected. We must always be in dialogue with God, seeking His strength to resist the attacks of the evil one. Our battle is daily, but our victories are eternal. And for those who remain steadfast, there is a promise. To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on His throne. Revelation 3:21. This is the reward for those who do not sleep spiritually, for those who do not allow themselves to be seduced by the comforts of the world. So, brothers and sisters, let us remain vigilant. Let us guard our faith as our most precious treasure. And let us never forget that under God's protection, no force can defeat us. Let us be sentinels of truth, shields of faith, spiritual warriors in a battle that does not end as long as there are souls to be saved. May God strengthen us and keep us firm. Amen.